Hello, how's it going? Welcome back to some more F1 Manager 2024 and another part of our Ferrari career mode. Today we are back with the Chinese Grand Prix. Now, today we are going to finish off the episode with a little bit of simulation. So we're going to be doing the sprint race as normal, but we are going to be simulating the feature race. And then after that, we will also simulate the Miami Grand Prix and just test out those little features. I know a few people were asking to see those, so that's what we're going to do today. Do let me know if you want to see more simulations in the future. So it might be a little bit of a shorter episode today. I'm not sure. We will find out. But obviously, last time out, we struggled in Japan. It wasn't the best result for us. I mean, we finished 5th and 6th, but, you know, we need to be doing a hell of a lot better than that going forward. So that's the plan anyway. But, of course, I really appreciate your support on the series so far. Do keep that coming. And let's push forward onto that. They want to invest in Oliver Behrman. Yes, let's invest in him. And hopefully he will feel happy. Okay, side pods are ready. So let's get some new side pods going. Let's just double check how everything is going. So yes, we've got the new front wing on both cars. Side pods, yeah, we need to manufacture some of them. The underfloors on both cars. That's on both cars as well. Let's just have a little look at our manufacturing. Yeah, so most of that is finishing in the next couple of days. But we can get some more designs going. We need to get some chassis done. We could go for that, couldn't we? And then 16, yep. Nice. Let's just have a little look at where we're at. Let's reduce the weight of the car a little bit. Medium speed corners look very nice. I think top speed could be better though. So, yeah, let's go for something like that. I know it's gonna, you know, make our engine cooling a little bit worse, but I think that's fine. Nice. Okay. What else can we improve on? So the rear wing is getting another improvement. Maybe another underfloor. Yeah, let's throw the rest of the stuff into underfloor. And a little bit of drag reduction there. Reduce that down. Yeah, that all looks very nice. Very good. We'll stick 4 engineers on it. That means in 26 days we will have a new underfloor ready. Perfect. Right, let's push on then. So manufacturing of the suspension now complete. So we can get the new... was it side pods? Yeah, side pods. We need them manufactured. If we rush it, we can get 1 on the car for the next race. So let's do that. We need to keep one eye on the money situation. Okay, underfloor complete. Staff survey. Charles is very unhappy. There's a few others that are not very happy either. Research period begins. Because we are going for minor technical changes. Yeah, front wing manufacture is complete. Got another design complete there. On the rear wing. So let's get that sorted out for the next Grand Prix. Get 4 of them made. Nicely done. And now we seriously need to think about our next race. Now, we are going to give... Can I go back to the main menu? No, I can't. Annoyingly. Right, we're going to say Charles Leclerc is going to finish 4th this weekend and Carlos Sainz is going to finish 5th. We are going to take that risk. And let's get ourselves into the weekend then. Of course, a sprint weekend.
Just getting settled here in Shanghai ahead of the Chinese Grand Prix. A visit to Shanghai International Circuit can only mean it's time for the Chinese Grand Prix. This state-of-the-art track combines high G-force corners with one of the longest straights on the calendar. And with space for up to 200,000 spectators, not a minute of action will be missed.
Don't forget, the schedule this weekend sees the drivers take to the track for an all-out sprint race. A good opportunity to clinch some crucial championship points.
Let's see what the weekend has in store.
Okay, right. I think we are ready and raring to go for this sprint weekend. So I'll see you for SQ1 very shortly.
Welcome everyone. Qualifying for the sprint awaits us, and we're raring to get going.
Okay, here we are then, ready for qualifying. Now we are going to give Charles Leclerc the new side pods in this race. He's going to get that priority today. Let's have a little look at his car. I think that's looking pretty good, to be honest with you. What about Sainz? Yeah, pretty much perfect, I would imagine, is going to be the verdict. So yes, let's simulate qualifying 1. And yeah, we were 4th and 6th there. Yeah, pity about the front wing. We can add a little bit of front wing on. That should help. I'm going to have to do that with Charles as well. Okay, simulate the session. Should comfortably get through to SQ3. And we do, 3rd and 4th. Very nice. And yeah, we are gonna do that with both drivers. So let's go into SQ3 then and see where we can put it in qualifying. Here we go then. Sainz is going to go out first, and then we will have Charles Leclerc after that. But Leclerc should be the one that qualifies better. So here he comes then. Onto his flying lap. We're going to watch it. And you would think that we're only going to get one timed lap in. There we go, Sainz 23.6, 23.6 for Charles as well. Now flying through the middle sector. Where can Sainz get to? 28.0, plays a 28.2, so Sainz is the one. That's going quicker at the moment. And yeah, will we manage to get another lap time in? It's going to be very, very tight. But it's going to be Carlos Sainz that sets the first lap time, a 1:31.5. And Leclerc up to second, a 1:32.0.
Nice stay. Negative.
And I think we should just about manage it here. So yeah, we can. It's going to be on the same set of soft tyres, but I think they will make it round. Just about. It's going to be pretty tight. But yeah, they both make it through and will put in one final lap. Let's see if they can improve at all. Max Verstappen has taken pole, so Sainz knocked off top spot. Perez there in third. Leclerc currently fourth. Piastri and Alonso still to come over the line. But let's see if we can improve at all in the first sector. Sainz has done. Sainz has done. Sainz trying to stay near Charles Leclerc here. Let's see through the middle sector. Is it any better for Sainz? It's purple. Purple middle sector 27.9. A much better third sector so far, or middle sector for Charles Leclerc, and he has got a bit of a tow here. Is Sainz still going to be okay? I'm not sure. He's going to fly around the final corner. This could be pole position for Carlos Sainz as he heads up to the line. To 31.7. I think we threw it away there. We should have told Leclerc to pull over to the left. But Carlos Sainz qualifies second. That is a really top job from Carlos there. Really brilliant time. Let's get ourselves into the sprint race.
Well, it's a different format this weekend, with a sprint set to spice up today's events. Of course, this is the first sprint of the season, adding an extra challenge for the drivers and their teams. But as ever, in Formula One, an extra challenge is an extra opportunity.
And of course, the big incentive here is getting a few extra points on the board, with the top finishers in the sprint set to add to their championship tally.
Well, it's not too long now until the sprint around Shanghai, where we'll see who comes out on top.
Right then, let's get into the sprint race. I think we are going to go for medium tyres here, or do we try softs? We could try softs with Charles here, couldn't we? Yeah. I'm going to try that with Charles, but with Sainz. Yeah, that looks. We're going to just stick with the medium tyres. That looks good to me. Okay. Okay, looks ready to rock and roll then. For this Grand Prix, I believe, yeah, we did give him the new side pods. Sainz doesn't have those new side pods, and interestingly qualified ahead. So let's get ourselves into the race then. We're not going to be simulating the sprint. We will simulate the feature race.
The sprint in Shanghai. It's lights out, and away we go.
And Sainz tries to go down the inside. Doesn't quite work out in turn one. But he needs to try and stay with Max Verstappen now then. Charles Leclerc, obviously on the soft tyres. He's going to be very quick at the start of this race, you would think. So he needs to make the most of these. And Sainz can definitely attack early on here. As well, here comes Leclerc. Here comes Leclerc. Is he going to go around the outside of Perez? Not quite. Not quite just yet. Good start though.
And DRS enable. And at the moment you are P4.
And Sainz is going to attack on those medium tyres. Just for now.
So next car behind is Piastri.
We need to get more than a second ahead, so we are going to push the engine as well.
Let's lift off. Yeah, copy.
Max Verstappen has checked out at the front, hasn't he? What a start for him. This is looking much more positive for us right now. Well, there's Perez having a look, and he is through. And funnily enough, that has brought him closer. Oh, we've got yellow flags here.
So
Safety car.
Deployed. Safety car deployed.
Well, well, well.
And charge button on.
Let's have a little look. Was it into the hairpin? It looks like it, and it was Alex Albon, perhaps with his teammate Logan Sargent. Big lockup. No, he went straight into the back of one of the kick Saubers. Alex Albon out of the race. I reckon whoever he crashed into is also out. Yes, that's Valtteri Bottas. That is out of this race.
And charge button on. Charge button on.
Interestingly, some people have come into the pits. I think that's a very unwise decision. Alex Albon with the time penalty, so he's going to be... yeah, quite a few people have decided to risk a pit stop. I mean, that surely wasn't worth it, you would say, but...
Copy.
Yeah, we'll allow Sainz and Leclerc to push a little bit more once the safety car comes in. We'll get another lap of safety car. Yeah.
Safety car in this lap.
And that just helps out a little bit.
No start. Yeah, copy.
We'll be pushing the engine all the way
Keep pushing.
to the finish now.
No lift off needed. You are doing a good job.
Copy that.
So, here we go then. It's going to be Carlos Sainz who's pushing hard here at the restart. And we are back underway. Now then, can Charles stay with the front three? It does look like we've managed it pretty quickly there, which is good. Max Verstappen once again just building that gap pretty quickly. But here's Carlos having a look. Can't quite manage it just yet. Yep, this is the one though. This could be him back into second place. Oof, not just yet. Not just yet. Now then. Flying through that middle sector. Looks like Perez could be having a go at his teammate. Well, that was close, and because he got so close, he's now compromised his exit in his battle with Carlos here. So Carlos Sainz pushing hard. DRS enabled, and Perez is going to go down the inside of Max Verstappen, and he is through and into the lead of the sprint. And now Sainz is going to have a little look at Verstappen as well. Doesn't manage it just yet. Yeah, going to go back to standard. The good news is for Sainz, though, is that he is looking like the fastest driver out there at the moment now. A second separates Verstappen and Perez, so this is a great chance for Sainz to get past Max Verstappen, and there you go. What a beautiful move.
No DRS. No DRS for it.
And he's going to have DRS here. And that's going to help him push on now then. Can Charles get past Max here?
Just a reminder on DRS.
Okay.
Now there goes there goes Max Verstappen through. Yeah, pity. Just checking tyres. Seem okay at the moment. This is going to be another chance on Max Verstappen here with the DRS. Gets himself nice and close. Is going to have a look down the inside. Gets through. And now Charles Leclerc. What can he manage? Nothing much here. But Sainz has got more than a second in front of him, so this is great. And now right behind Sergio Perez. Right, need to be wary here. So here we go then, with Carlos Sainz, DRS open. And he flies round the outside of Sergio Perez, and he is through. What a move.
Currently P1.
Fabian is now Perez.
0.6.
And now Leclerc DRS on Max Verstappen. That helps him close in on Max Verstappen. And this is working out very, very nicely for us. Yeah, Max Verstappen now all of a sudden trying to close in on the top two. There's Perez getting nice and close once again. Leclerc's tyres looking decent. Sainz still pushing, so I think back to standard now for Carlos Sainz. Try and keep those tyres in check for the rest of this race. But it's looking good for him at the moment. Can he defend from Sergio Perez? Perez is having a look round the outside and he is through. For now. DRS open once again. Can he stay close to him? It's looking good at the moment, so we'll keep watching. And now Sainz goes round the outside. Sainz is through. That's
Charge button on.
top up his
Okay.
ERS a little bit. Let's see if we can deploy down this straight to stay ahead. That's a nice little press of the button. He's doing quite nicely here of just staying ahead of Sergio Perez. Yeah, good placement of car. Again, let's just top up that ERS nicely. Bit of deployment again. And it should give him a nice little cushion down this straight. You can see Perez coming from a long, long way back. But again, can't do anything. Back into top-up mode we go. And there's only 3 laps to go. But Perez this time flies down the inside. Sainz is trying to stay with him. This looks pretty decent. Again, trying it round the outside, and he is through. Well done, Carlos Sainz. What is really positive is that we're so far ahead of the McLarens in this race. Going to use the ERS to pull away. Then Perez will close in with the DRS. And then we'll top up once again as we head into the final 2 laps here. Now, do we attack with Charles? Don't think so, not yet. Max Verstappen desperately trying to get past his teammate. That could be an issue now. Verstappen back up into 2nd place. And that's going to be quite difficult to deal with. As the guy behind us, he's going to be more aggressive. And look at this, Verstappen very close. Doesn't manage to get through this time though. But here we go, on to the final lap of the Grand Prix. And there goes Max Verstappen with the DRS. Can Sainz hold it? No, he can't. Right, full aggression now.
So try to speed up if you can.
For Carlos Sainz. Is Max Verstappen... Well, I think he's just picked the right moment to go, hasn't he? Because look at this, he's made 2 seconds already on Sainz. And Max and Sainz just can't keep up with him. That's ridiculous. Here comes Perez. Is he going to try it? It doesn't look like it. Looks like it's going to be 2nd place for Carlos. It's going to be close up to the line. But Carlos Sainz is going to cross the line first. And he finishes in 2nd place in the sprint race. It's a bit of a shame. Because, you know, we were ahead of Perez for a decent part of it. But Max Verstappen wins the sprint race.
Very strong out there.
And some good pickup if you can. Okay, and checkered flag.
So let's zoom it through to the finish now.
Good job overall.
And that's a points finish in the sprint for Carlos Sainz.
They did really well to secure 2nd. The team in the pits will be happy with that.
Okay, right. So let's have a little look at how we're going to get on in actual qualifying
Now
this
it's
time.
to see who'll come out on top as qualifying gets underway.
The Shanghai International Circuit is notoriously tough on tyres, so expect to see that factor into the team strategies as they deal with this busy schedule.
Now there's been a bit of talk about Sergio Perez of late. How's he going to be feeling, do you think?
They were looking pretty sharp in practice and setting good lap times, so they're probably feeling fairly confident now. But a good practice time doesn't always guarantee a strong qualifying outcome.
Strap yourselves in. This is Formula One.
Okay, right. Well, let's see how we get on in qualifying. Okay, so we are going to play through qualifying, and then we'll simulate the race. But I think we've got a genuine chance of pole position here. There really is a good opportunity that I don't think we should easily pass up, if I'm honest. It's difficult really to try and make this any better. The setup. Yeah, maybe we'll just revert that and stick with the setups going into qualifying. So here we go then. Into qualifying we go.
So now we have green light.
And we are going to start with Carlos Sainz going out there. And we'll also send out Charles Leclerc just after. And I want to build up that confidence throughout qualifying. As much as we're not going to watch the laps live as they happen, we will watch them as they go on. So 31.9 for Carlos Sainz. I do think we can do a lot better than that. It was a 31.5, I think, in SQ, or SQ3 at least. So we can do better. We can certainly do better than that. Now Max Verstappen pops up into 4th for now. Let's keep an eye on Lewis Hamilton and George Russell. Hamilton only goes 15th and, well, Russell 6th at present. So Hamilton's going to have to come out again. And he's going to have to come out pretty quickly if he does want to get another time. And he has gone out there. Is Hamilton going to get through? He's currently in 16th. The two McLarens have split our cars right now, and here comes Lewis Hamilton then. Lewis Hamilton up to the line. Where's he going to finish? Oh, he goes 7th. That's a fabulous time, and we are keeping our eye on Lewis Hamilton's performance throughout the season, because of course he will be replacing Sainz next year. But at the moment, Sainz looking the better car out of the two. Right, we are going to simulate session 2. Oh, hang on. Yeah, simulate qualifying session 2. We should get ourselves comfortably through, you would think. Let's have a little look at Q2, can we? No, we can't. But we are through in 3rd and 5th. But once again, yeah, Charles Leclerc behind his teammate. Okay, let's get ourselves into Q3 then and see if we can get pole position. I'm going to send out Charles, first of all. And then Sainz. We're going to zoom through first laps. Yeah, we should be able to get through without any mishaps here, any traffic. And yeah, it's a much quicker time for Charles Leclerc. He comes over the line, and it's a 31.4, fastest time of the weekend for him. And there goes Sainz over the line, and that's a 31.8. Now, Charles was out there on scrub tyres, so that is interesting. So he's going to go out there on new tyres. Now, with Sainz, do we send him out there on used? And do we try and send them out right next to each other again? We're 3rd and 4th currently. So yeah, they do go out together, and Sainz should get a lovely tour from Charles Leclerc. So let's hop on board with him.
Clear, track clear.
And
Tires button
yeah, as I
off
say, we're
for
sending
corner.
Sainz out on scrub tyres. We'll see if he can improve here. But we're 3rd and 4th at the moment. That's certainly been the pace of the car so far. And there you go, Sainz does improve 23.6, slightly slower than what Charles managed on his brand new fresh rubber. So Charles coming through sector 2, 27.9 for him, 27.9 for Sainz as well. Don't think Sainz is going to manage, unfortunately, to get himself into pole position, but can he improve on Charles's time? We will find out. Charles Leclerc heads up to the line. It's a 31.4 to maybe a slight improvement. Sainz over the line. He goes P4 now and above Oscar Piastri. And that is a very good time. Now, Norris is the only one who could change the form of everybody. Norris goes over the line. He goes P4 now, ahead of his old teammate, Carlos Sainz. Verstappen is looking like he's going to be on pole. Here comes Perez over the line, though. And it is a slight improvement. Not enough, though. Stroll over the line. Can he improve? He does improve, but not by enough. And Fernando Alonso already done. So there you have it then. That is your top 10. Max Verstappen on pole position. Hamilton qualified 11th ahead of George Russell, by the way. And let's get ourselves into the race. So I think, well, we'll set the strategy and then give it a simulate.
The Shanghai International Circuit await our drivers here in China.
Shanghai has seen its fair share of clashes over the years, one of which happened even before the 2005 race had begun, when Michael Schumacher collided with Christian Albers on the way to the grid, sending Albers into the air.
Shanghai International Circuit is a complicated low-speed track that demands high downforce. The series of rapid turns from 1 to 4 demands high grip, but the more the drivers warm their tyres, the more degradation they'll have to deal with. The time has almost come for our drivers to fight it out wheel to wheel. Race day has arrived.
Okay then, so we are going to sort out the strategy. So Charles Leclerc is going to be aggressive on his tyres. Sainz a little bit less so, but he's going to be on the softer compounds. So 128.22, 128.27. So yeah, I think Carlos is in a slightly better position here because he's got the 2 brand new soft tyres. That's what we're going to go for him. Yeah, that all looks good to me. So, yeah. Let's simulate the session then. I have no idea whether this will just completely skip to the end, but we want to test it. Let's find out. It's completed. Let's find out.
And among the drivers heading back to their teams, we see Carlos Sainz.
And third place sees the
Hey,
round of
podium.
a trophy to mark the occasion.
First podium of the season for Carlos Sainz.
Carlos Sainz heading up to the podium now. The Spaniard
Nice to see.
adding another to his record.
Now, where's the other
That
2?
marks their first
Well,
podium of
Norris
season
finishes
2.
second.
A
Perez
proud
wins the
moment.
race. Very interesting there, but Sainz
That's the
finishes
podium
3rd in the
complete
end.
for the Chinese Grand Prix.
Okay. Well, very interesting.
As far as Ferrari are concerned, Karun, how do you think they'll be feeling after that race?
They'll certainly be pleased to have made the podium. A job well done for sure. Coming up next, the teams will be taking a trip to the Sunshine State. The Hard Rock Stadium is laying down the track for a captivating race at the Miami Grand Prix.
Okay, so there you go then. Carlos Sainz ends up finishing in 3rd place, 24 seconds behind Lando Norris, but for some reason, Max Verstappen a long, long way behind. Then Piastri in 5th, Charles Leclerc finishes in 6th in the end, then Alonso, Stroll, Ricciardo, and Lewis Hamilton rounds out the top 10. Any retirements? Yes, Valtteri Bottas was out. Albon finished 3 laps down. So Sainz now up to 4th in the championship on 60 points. He's having a very solid season so far. Ferrari currently in 3rd in the Constructors. Okay, fastest pit stops. Carlos Sainz at 2.5 there. And that gets us up to 6th position in the Constructors. There's a little report of our pit stops in this particular round. There you go. So Sainz got 320,000 from that. We did pay out a little bonus for him getting that position. But there you go. That is that. Right. We will be back in a second as we get ready for the Miami Grand Prix weekend. Okay, so we're just about ready for the Miami Grand Prix. Couple of things that we need to sort out before we get into it. So we need a brand new chassis on the car. That is absolutely fine. Meaning that we have only got one of those left. Everything else is looking good in terms of our cars at the moment. Let's filter that to unread. Oops. Yeah, so just this one here. For some reason that wasn't on there before. Right, that's fine. I did put in a research project for next year. We've started researching the front wing to make sure that the front wing is going to be great next year. We have got a temporary shutdown on the facility in place at the moment, so we do need to be a little bit careful about that. So yeah, let's get ourselves into this Grand Prix weekend with Charles Leclerc. We are going to say he's going to finish 3rd. And with Carlos Sainz, he is going to finish 4th. So let's get into the weekend then. We are going to fully simulate this weekend.
Once again, we
to see what we can do.
As F1 returns to the Magic City. We're in the state of year-round summer. The streets of Miami Gardens will come alive with the roar of racing, and the excitement is only just beginning.
This weekend will be taking a slightly different form, as we have the addition of a thrilling sprint race thrown into the mix.
Sit tight then for the rest of the action.
Okay, so as always, I will go and do practice to make sure that we've got a good car for the weekend, and then I'll see you guys for SQ1, or well, the rest of the weekend simulating the race.
Welcome everyone, qualifying for the sprint awaits us, and we're raring to get going.
Okay, right, into sprint qualifying then. Obviously untested on a lot of this, but I think we've got it pretty much nailed for Charles Leclerc in the end. We do need to try and sort it out for Carlos Sainz though, because his wasn't in the best position. So let's simulate SQ1, see how we get on. And as we simulate SQ1, we were through in 7th and 4th. Yeah, Sainz's car. Yeah, for some reason that didn't change the setup. How bizarre. Okay, 5th and 6th. And then simulate SQ3. Where are we going to qualify? Let's find out. Oh, well, we're not going to find out. We're going straight into the sprint race.
The action is set to get even better today as the drivers go racing in the sprint.
The big draw today is the opportunity to grab some extra championship points. After all, they could make the difference when the season comes to a close.
But who will be victorious in the Miami Sprint? We'll soon find out.
Okay, right, into the sprint then. Sprint qualifying put us in 3rd and in 5th. You can see there is the setup. What are we going to do in terms of tyres? Yeah, I mean, we could be pretty aggressive on them, but I don't think... Yeah, it's still going to be better to be on the soft tyre for the duration. So that's what we're going to do. And we will simulate the sprint here. So, simulate session. Let's find out how it goes.
Will practice pay off for the drivers? Well, we're about to find out in qualifying.
The Miami International Autodrome has some lovely long straights, but a driver still needs to have total trust in their car setup to get a fast qualifying lap. Turns 14 and 15 in particular are the ones that catch the drivers out in qualifying.
As far as Carlos Sainz is concerned, Karun, how do you think he's doing?
Well, neither teammate has really managed to score well so far.
Oh
Perhaps
dear.
picking up a few points this weekend would spur on a bit of healthy rivalry.
Fortunately for us, it's nearly time for them to hit the track.
Right then, let's have a little look at how we got on in the sprint. 3rd and 4th, pretty good actually in the end there. 3rd and 4th. Charles Leclerc finishing just ahead of Carlos Sainz, so that is a good sign for qualifying. Now what we are going to do is try and switch up this car setup a little bit for Carlos Sainz. So that he can do a little bit better in qualifying. And we are actually going to do Q1. That looks pretty good, actually. I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, let's get ourselves into Q1 then. We will manage this session.
So now we have green light.
I'm going to send them both out there, and we should get comfortably through here. And hopefully we can build the confidence up and be in a good position for the race. There you go, flying lap complete. Sainz quicker
Stay negative.
than Charles.
Stay
Now
not
keep an
below
eye on the
close.
McLarens, keep an eye on the Red Bulls as well. Perez goes quickest, just a little bit quicker, but Verstappen, wow, 1.5 seconds quicker than anybody else there. Stroll goes P4, so Leclerc could be in a little bit of trouble here. That's a good sign. So we are going to send them out again on these scrub tyres. We don't want to end up with egg on our face. So send them out there again. Leclerc over the line. He goes second this time.
This was a
What
good
about
lap.
Sainz as he comes over the line? Where's he going to go? No improvement. He
We are
stays in
completely
5th
fine.
place. And that is going to be that for this session. I don't think anybody's going to particularly improve in the end there. And there you go. We are through in 2nd and 5th. Let's see how we get on in Q2. Amazingly enough, still 87% there on the setup for Sainz. So not really any way to improve that. It is our best though. But yeah, let's simulate qualifying session 2. See where we end up there. I was excited for a second. 3rd and 5th. Okay, so into Q3. Simulate the session. Where are we gonna qualify? Let's find out.
We're almost ready to go here in Florida as we look forward to 57 laps of F1 racing.
The Miami Grand Prix arrived onto the calendar in 2022 with much fanfare, and F1 history is still very much being written here. Drivers have to take chances around the street circuit and hope those chances turn into victory.
Spectacle is the name of the game here in Miami, with a stadium at the heart of this track. With long straights and S-bends, not unlike Suzuka's Sector 1, proper ERS management is sure to give drivers an edge towards victory. Well, there's nothing quite like it. Welcome along to race day.
Okay, so into race day we go then. Once again, we're going to be going aggressive with Carlos Sainz. He's on a 1:26.05, whereas Charles Leclerc on a 1:26.02. So that's all looking pretty good there. In terms of driver options, let's make sure that he's attacking early on. Make sure so is Carlos Sainz. And let's get ourselves into the action then. I am thinking let's just change up this strategy just a little bit here. That's fine. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. Right, into the race we go, and it will be another simulation. So let's find out, will we get another podium here?
That's
Hey!
the Ferrari driver we see there coming to a stop.
A fifth place finish ensures they're taking away a fair few points from
Fifth
this
place for
Well, Max was
Sainz and no podiums.
Another podium to his already impressive record.
Max wins.
4 superb wins to their name now this year, and it's been a pleasure watching them drive.
And after a hot and sweaty Miami Grand Prix, I think this is as good a time as any to cool off.
Well, very good. Very, very good, you have to say.
As far as Ferrari are concerned, Karun, how do you think they'll be feeling after that race?
They didn't do too badly today, a pretty respectable outcome as far as they'll be concerned. But they need to keep pushing, they can't afford to sit back.
Let's have a look then. Well, Charles finished 4th, so that's a little bit better than I expected. A shame that he couldn't finish on the podium. Lando Norris is the one that really got up there, but Charles Leclerc finishes in 4th. Sainz finishes in 5th, so, you know, good job there from them. It looked like they started 4th and 5th. We didn't actually check that. Lewis Hamilton in the points again. Daniel Ricciardo in the top 10 as well. Any non-finishers? Yes, George Russell, the only non-finisher in the end. So Sainz remains in 4th position in the championship. Charles Leclerc gets up to 6th, so he's starting to improve a little bit as we progress through the season. Into the constructors, very comfortably in 3rd place. It's going to be very difficult to overthrow McLaren. Both drivers in the top 10 for fastest pit stops. P4 there for Carlos Sainz and P8 for Charles Leclerc. So that means that we go above Kick Sauber in the pit stop championship, and there is a report of our pit stops today. Unfortunately, losing that 3.4 seconds in that initial pit stop for Leclerc could have perhaps got him up towards a Perez. And yeah, neither of them hit their performance target, so we actually lose 325 grand at that Grand Prix. Not good. Dino Beganovic moves up to 67. Good to see. And, well, we are ready for the Imola Grand Prix, which will be happening next time out. So we'll do a full race at Imola, and then we will simulate or do qualifying for Monaco and maybe simulate the race for it, just to mix up the episodes and all of that. So thank you very much for the suggestion. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a big thumbs up down below. The Lotus series, by the way, we will never be simulating. We will just be doing the full races, full qualifying, full experience in that one. This one, we're trying some different things and enjoying ourselves. That's the main thing, and hopefully you've enjoyed it as well. If you have, give it a big thumbs up down below. Subscribe for plenty more F1 Manager videos, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.